Well, there we go, look, this is now the second helicopter we've just now seen anyway. There we go, though. Now we've just now finally seen the PLM dollar group this time anyway. Now we've finally seen a helicopter, which this time we've now seen is the Eurocopter AS.355-F2-NP Euro 2 we've just now seen this time anyway. Now we've finally seen a helicopter anyway. So yeah, which we now finally get to see anyway, is the PLM dollar group helicopter we now see this time anyway. So yeah. So anyway, so as you can see, the registration as we've just seen today is G-PDGP anyway, which I think technically this is the same registration as to what we saw the week before anyway, because normally with this one we don't normally see on Tuesdays normally though, or Wednesdays, because obviously sometimes with the PLM dollar group helicopter and the Network Air, they sometimes both come on separate days anyway. Like sometimes it's mostly on a Monday and sometimes on a Tuesday or Wednesday it comes anyway. So yeah, as you can see, the call sign is PDG60 that we've just seen anyway. So yes, you can see the call sign is PDG60 we've just seen anyway, which technically that's just deployed over Newquay Airport anyway, just around I think that deployed just over Newquay Airport just around 2:15 anyway, which technically that was the time it took off anyway, just around 2:15 anyway. So yeah, that's just took off, that's just deployed off from Newquay Airport just around 2:15 anyway. So yeah, anyway, there's the PA31, which that's now deployed, which that one is just now departed over Newquay Airport anyway, which that one we saw earlier on anyway, which that one we've just saw earlier on anyway, but that's now going back to Humberside Airport anyway. So yeah, that one is now heading back to its base at Humberside Airport anyway, which that one we saw earlier on anyway. Now because of this one here, I don't remember when was the last time I saw this one anyway, the GCCTR anyway. I don't remember, I can't remember when was the last time I saw this one anyway. I'll go back into YouTube a minute. I can't remember when was the last time I saw PA31 anyway. Naval Joe anyway. Hold on, when was the last time I saw it? Last time I saw it was since 2020, that was anyway. That was since 2020 that we saw it anyway. So yeah, that was the one that I remember seeing back in December the 20th, 2020, that was anyway. So yeah. So yeah, that was since 2020 that we saw this one anyway. The HM Coast Guard Piper PA31 310 anyway, Naval Joe 2 XL Aviation anyway. That was the one I saw last time ago anyway. So that would have been since 2020 that we saw this one anyway, back in December that was anyway, which I think, to be fair, that wouldn't be would have been at least 4 years ago actually. That would have been about 4 years ago that we haven't seen this one anyway, about nearly 4 years ago actually though, about 3 or 4 years. I think this is probably the last time we saw this one anyway. So yeah, I think that was the last time we saw this plane anyway, which that was the last time we saw it anyway. So yeah, I think that was the last time I saw this one back in 2020 anyway, around that time anyway. So yeah. But anyway, let's go back to the helicopter the one we just saw a few minutes ago, which that was G-PDGP, I think it was, yeah, that one. But anyway, as you can see with this one here, that's just been circling around just over Ecureuil to start with anyway, as it departed over Newquay Airport anyway. But I think as I to start with, he was taken off just over Cardiff Heliport this morning anyway. That took off from Cardiff Heliport this morning anyway. I think by the looks of it, I think the plan of this helicopter, that's going to go around doing training for the rest of the Cornwall I think today anyway, which usually with the PLM dollar group, that usually come here every Monday very often though, especially with this helicopter, that usually comes here every Monday apparently though, because with this helicopter that usually come here every Monday apparently though. Every Monday it used to come here, especially because it used to come here every Monday, especially though. Now because of the days and then the weather conditions and all that have just changed anyway. So that's why, because we saw the PLM dollar group today anyway, which is technically is the PLM dollar group that we just saw today anyway. So yeah, that was the helicopter that we just saw today anyway, which is the PLM dollar group anyway. And this is the Eurocopter, especially this is the Airbus H125 anyway, technically is the Airbus H125 that is anyway. So yeah, but hopefully by the looks of it that will be heading back to Cardiff Heliport very soon anyway, obviously because of the time being it's already been to Newquay Airport anyway, etc. It's already been Newquay Airport anyway. So yeah, and just you can see the height flew now, it's just came here to about 11,000 feet anyway, and then because next minute it goes for the usual drop over just to about 9,000 feet anyway, and then as you can see just from the distance he then dropped to about 600 feet low pass anyway. So yeah, that's what it usually does anyway when it reaches over Pontsneuf anyway for a low pass anyway. So yeah, but anyway, that will be heading back to Cardiff Heliport very soon anyway. Not that it's going to go back to Newquay Airport first anyway, and then probably may do the rest of it may be trained to do the rest of Cornwall anyway, and then hopefully back to Cardiff Heliport anyway. Technically with this helicopter, this is the one that's based in Birmingham Airport anyway. So yeah, especially with that one, this is the one that's based in Birmingham Airport anyway, which that's where it took off from yesterday anyway. So yeah, that's where it took off from yesterday, you know, just from Birmingham Airport anyway. Then yesterday went into Cardiff Heliport anyway, Cardiff Heliport. So yeah, that was the PLM Dollar Grip helicopter we've just now seen anyway. Now we finally get to see the second helicopter anyway, especially the first helicopter we saw this morning. That was the Augusta Westland AW199SP Grand, it was, we just seen this morning, which the registration was GVIVNVE, that was, especially it was GVIVE it was anyway, which that registration we haven't seen before anyway, but it was the first time seeing it. So yeah, but technically because of today we've seen a fair few aircraft today, especially we've seen a fair few of airplanes today. Apparently we've seen lots of airplanes here today, especially more than helicopters though, especially because of like today we haven't even seen the Meadow Mark II anyway, but the only one we have seen today is the military Royal Navy Hawker Beechcraft Canadian Avenger that we just seen anyway, which that was the only military we've just only seen today apparently, and especially with a few others with the civil aircrafts like the 2XL Aviation Coast Guard, and also the fly whales. That the other one we just seen earlier on anyway. The fly whales one is the one we just saw earlier on anyway. So yeah. But anyway, I think by the looks of it, the PLM Dollar Grip is going to go back to Newquay Airport anyway. I'm not sure it's going to back to Newquay Airport, or whether it's going to go back to do the rest of the training, rest of Cornwall anyway, to do training anyway. So yeah, which hopefully will be heading back to Cardiff Heliport very soon, and then hopefully back to his base at Birmingham Airport very soon anyway. So yeah. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye.